Hey, it's Hudson and Todd and Johnny on the couch from VO Marketing Pro, and this is the time of week that we do our numbers because it is kind of the end of the week. So we have been doing these numbers for as long as, for a long time now. What was I I had been in voiceover my first full year, I think. Is that when we started? Anyway, these are our numbers. So we'll jump into them like we always do, and you guys can hear how we did. Just while you're here, we've got to do Todd's journey. Listener questions this week, not now.
Sure.
I just so you guys know.
Got it.
Anyway, so go ahead and give us the VOMP week's number.
So 39 warm responses, 11 auditions, and then we had, let me see here, I wrote it down, 15 jobs. Now, some of them, they're spread out through a few people here, but they were recurring jobs for them and people coming back to them a few times throughout the week. So Noel Romano had one recurring client. Deanna Johnston had 4 jobs from a recurring client.
If I remember right, that was a new client that
Yes.
then used her three more times.
3 more times, correct.
Okay.
Mike Stout had 4.
You keep track of the number of, and I'll keep track of the people.
It's
Should be
9.
at 9. Yep. So Mike Stout had 4 from a recurring client. Brian De Silva had 1.
10.
New one? Was that a new one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tyler Boss had 1.
Mm-hmm.
Hudson had 3. So 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Todd B had 1. I'll let them talk about that. But we only include Todd's dad's if it's a new client. And he'll probably understand why, because if he tells you how many jobs he gets from recurring jobs throughout the week, that would help. That would be a lot.
I forgot my number of jobs.
Okay,
You know-
but usually
I
he
need to
does.
run down again
I remember.
real quick.
I remember mine. You can if you want.
You guys.
I'll
hold
go
the fort.
ahead. Yeah.
You hold the fort. I'm
Intermission.
I'm just seeing you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay. So I guess I'll go with my numbers while Dad's here.
Mm-hmm.
Not here. I had 3 warm responses this week, 2 auditions,
Nice.
and then I had actually 4 jobs this week.
Oh,
I got one just today.
Okay. So
And
4. Nice.
yeah, so we had 16 as a group. Good job.
Nice.
All 4 of those were new clients.
Wow.
All 4 of them. And all 4 of them came from my warm response list. It's the first
Wow.
time I've had my warm response from a while back turn into jobs. And all 4 of them were that way. So that was fun. Fun for me. Nice. So 4 direct email marketing jobs. And the total for that was $1,032.94.
Nice.
So a $300 job, a $400 job, a $292.94, and then a $40 job. So 0 recurring. So that's that. And then I had 1 job on Upwork for $150. I get $135. And then 4 jobs on Fiverr, what was that? $135 job, a $10 job, $70 job, and another $10 job. So my voiceover alone this week was $1,347.94. And then I did 10 hours of editing for Dad this week, which is $200 for a grand total of $1,547.94.
Doubled your.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was a good week. It was last week. If you watched, I clawed to get to my 750. Thankfully for Thursday and Friday of last week, I got to it. And then this week just was like, 4 new clients. So,
But it's taken you a while. You've never had a week like that with new clients from direct marketing, right?
not from my not from 4 different clients, and them all being from my warm response list from at least a couple months out.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
I forgot to mention, because of the little to-do there with Dad walking off, but I was going to mention 2 things. One thing was that a person that's been with us for quite some time received a warm response from back 2 days ago. He received a warm response from back in April. That's just a warm response. So we say it many times. Those emails that we send out for you, they're out there. And so you never know who's keeping you in mind. And sometimes you don't even know if they're warm or not, but there might be somebody that's sitting behind a desk that gets that email and says, I'm going to keep that person in mind, and they will.
Yeah.
Secondly, there are people that get jobs, definitely people that get jobs that have been with us for less than a year. But everyone that I mentioned on this list, especially those that get repeat customers, have been with us for at least a year. So we talk about the long haul. Probably you get tired of it ad nauseum, but that's what these people are doing, is sticking with it. And it just takes time. And Hudson.
And I'll just say that if there's new people watching or people that don't know how long I've been doing direct email marketing, it's been for at least 2 years consistently. So it's taken me 2 years to get this. And some people might say, not worth it. But that's your choice. Anyway, I'm just letting you know not to think, he just, sent out, however many emails and he's gotten that. That's how it's going to be every single week. But it's not that way. It can be. I mean, you can hit the jackpot, I guess, once in a while. But
we do have that happen.
Yeah. And then I was just going to say that I had 9 projects this week that I worked on. So 4 from Fiverr, 1 from Upwork, and 4 from direct email marketing. So
whatever you choose, however you choose to run your business and whatever marketing you do or whatever, it's a numbers game and it's long haul. You hear that all the time, but it's just true. It just takes a long time and lots of numbers. Longer than you can imagine and more than you can imagine. I just was in a Facebook group and there were several people bemoaning Upwork and Fiverr, and several of them were saying how they hopped off Fiverr and Upwork. And I thought, well, fine. I'm hopping on Upwork and I'm staying on Fiverr and if there's a thinning of the herd, same with the marketing. I mean, if people start to say, it just doesn't work, I'm only going to try it for 6 months or something, that's fine with me, because the less people, I'm just talking about as a solopreneur, the less people that are out there marketing, the less competition I have, because I'm going to keep marketing. I'm going to keep fishing.
Yeah.
And so that's just an encouragement to you to not be one of those people, whatever you do.
Yeah.
Maybe you do agents. Maybe you do pay to plays. Maybe you do whatever, Upwork, Fiverr. Just outlast the competition. Yep.
And then I was just going to say, if you want to look back at some of the hard times that I've had, you can look back at some of those numbers segments and you'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, just saying that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, one of the things that you need to do, it's a little tongue in cheek, but one of the things you need to do is have a real kind of a upscale way of keeping track of your jobs, so that you can really keep track of them. Like, see, I do this, I have this. This is how I keep track of my jobs, writing on lined paper that I give to my wife, who then provides invoices for us. So, kind of tongue in cheek, you don't really need a fancy thing. If you do, that's great. If that helps you stay organized, this is what helps me. So on to my numbers. I had 1 new client, as Jonathan said. It was from Atlanta, Georgia. It was a $500 job, so I was glad for that.
Direct email marketing?
Yep. I had multiple warm replies and multiple auditions. I just got one today that was for a online commercial, social media commercial that's going to play for a year, and it's $2,000. So I don't know if I'll get it. There's probably other people in the running, but I'll keep you updated on that. I got a recurring client that has used me probably 4 times now and pays really well on Upwork. Made $450 from that client for a 60-second spot. And so that was my Upwork, 1 job, $450. Fiverr came through with 17 jobs for $1,484. We've had a couple of good weeks in Fiverr, $1,484. My direct email marketing was 22 jobs, $4,781.30 for a grand total of $6,715.30. So I got my desired goal of $6,000. It was $6,715
Nice.
and 30 cents. So that's my week.
Woo!
I was
That's
glad
fun.
about that.
That's fun.
Yep. We both got our.
2 weeks in a row
Yeah.
for us.
Although if I needed to double mine like you, I would have needed 12,000.
Then we would have been really happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Anything else? A parting
No,
gift
it's nice
to these people?
Nice to see the jobs go up.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's perfect timing too. Some people might say that that the end of the year is maybe not the greatest, and I don't know if it is necessarily. Some people have problems, but last year it was the best part for me of my year. The summer was slow for me, and this summer was a little bit slow for me as well. So anyway, maybe these people are getting back into the office after their summers away or whatever they were doing, traveling and stuff like that. So beat the bushes. Thanks for watching our numbers video. If you want to see more videos like this, you can check out our numbers playlist. Like I said, you can see how we've done in the past, see VOMP's success and stuff like that. And if you ever have any questions or you want to share your numbers, you can share them with us. It's not bragging. It's just as kind of for fun to also, we like hearing people do well. And so it's kind of nice to hear people say, hey, I had this goal and I hit it this week. Good. Like to hear that. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.